Welcome back to the 2026 Classic Tetris 2026 COE Taiko Tournament, where we will be watching Tien versus Cyro. And I am Fractal161, and my co-host Quietwater. I believe you have something to say about these players.
We have a lot to say about these players. This is the third Norwegian matchup we had today. We've seen two amazing matches, me and Kisse and Vendel and Goy earlier today, and this will be the final Norwegian showdown, the second final match of today. So I expect to see a lot of close games. Whether this one, see some close maps, and I'm excited to see what these guys will perform.
Yeah. All right. Well, it looks like they're both entering the lobby. Would you mind telling me a bit about these players? What we can expect from them?
So, Cyro is very new to the scene. I believe he's been playing for a year and a half, something like that. Very, very new player. Probably the best gimmick player in Norway right now.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah. Well, there isn't much competition, to be fair. We have like half of half of people that play gimmick, and he's like a full gimmick player. He also plays a bit hard rock. He's quite fond of the hard rock mod, and then not that much else. I don't think he likes the skill cap. It's just the hard rock and the gimmick, the reading mostly. And then Defectum is probably the opposite. He loves hidden. I think he is a little fond of hidden, especially hidden hard rock. I think that's where he really shines.
And I'm not to interrupt. Notice we got a 100 roll from Cyro.
Actually? Damn.
Yeah, mogging the 75 from Tien. It looks like the match is already decided.
Yeah, the Cyro getting the mental boost from that one, I bet. Now, for bans, I believe Cyro will ban a hidden map, or a free mod map. Probably a hidden. Defectum banning no mod 4, I mean, that's obvious. Banning gimmick against a gimmick player. That's very reasonable. Cyro might actually ban skill cap. I think the Defectum has better...
Another HGDT ban. Apparently this has been quite popular amongst all of the audiences. One Ijimaru in shambles. And a no mod pick. No mod 2 pick right off the bat. This is also something that we've seen in a lot of matches.
Yeah.
The very first map.
Oh, for sure. Cyro being the DDKK player of the bunch naturally goes towards the techie picks, especially against a full-out player like Defectum. And he will try to abuse the fact that he doesn't need to try as much to hit the notes, not as much as the full alters need.
All right, we got readies. We're going to kick off our first match. And here we have our players waiting for this map. And this map is kind of a tricky one. So when the stats come up for the first time, I want you to divert your attention towards
star rating.
The star rating and the BPM. That is not deceiving you. That is a 73.5 BPM.
Although this might be 75 BPM, I can promise you will not be tapping 75. You will be tapping double, maybe quadruple throughout this map. And with all the different snapping changes, it's definitely not an easy pick. Maybe one of the harder ones to act in this whole pool.
And we can already see a miss from Tien. So Cyro already making the extent of his first pick. And he's holding incredible accuracy, at least he was right before that miss, but even still he's able to maintain a lead of about 6,000 points.
Yeah. Holding the AC lead, not the combo lead right now, but it doesn't matter that much. The combo difference isn't that much that it matters for score. So Cyro just needs to hold on and not miss.
Yeah, and already we can see that these snappings, all sorts of intervals, things that don't make sense even if you're listening to the song. The lead has stabilized to about 7,000 right now. Combos are mostly recovered. Here's a slow section and it's hell to act.
This part is surprisingly difficult for bongo players to signal tap and to keep finger control. And as I said, that Cyro finds a miss. And Tien actually finding a huge lead. His accuracy has been improving immensely. And now we have a little calm section. Tien building up to that 400 combo mark where the score multiplier is maxed. Cyro just not dropping 100s and hundreds, and from what once was act lead is now a really, really big act difference as we're going into one of the KIs.
The KI is rather comfortable patterning-wise and interval-wise, so it's unlikely that we'll see that dramatic of a miss from Tien right here, who's going to look to consolidate this lead and convert it all the way to the end.
Ooh. Tien missing the finger control there, but doesn't seem to matter all that much. The score lead is shrinking by a kind of fast. Oh, but the mono catches Saru off guard, and now Tien has the golden opportunity to catch the first breakpoint of this match.
As we continue right here, it is a 35,000 point lead. I don't know if this is possible, especially with the way that Tien is playing right now.
Having the act lead and just having the... It doesn't seem like this is all that difficult for full ult. I mean, it's gonna take a lot for Tien to lose here, and as we're moving into the last section, ooh, Tien finding a break, but can't go 60k score down by a few notes. And that's the first break point.
Yeah, all right. That was a great first map. Everyone clap.
Tien performing quite well. Less misses and less and better combo. It looks so great for Siren in the start.
Yeah, just shy of 97% for Tien, and that's rather impressive on this map.
Yeah, especially for, I would say, a guy that isn't that known for his tech skills. But he has practiced. He has been practicing throughout the week. I've seen him on the grind set, and getting that, it's not too surprising. But Saru, I don't think he's too happy with that score at all. Yeah. And Tien going straight into what Saru hates. This is probably one of the maps he just does not want to play at all after the hidden double time.
Yeah. Hidden 2, we've also seen be picked a lot in the previous matches. The gimmick here is streams. There are streams, the SV changes, it gets less the longer it goes down, so you have to really focus on the patterning, which is also not free by any stretch of the imagination. So we will see this consistency check right in the middle, and then right at the very end, it gets pretty tricky. We have some low SV sections with a bit of tech sprinkled in.
A bunch of 1-6, and awkward finger control here. I'm excited to see how Saru does on this. I'm pretty sure he says it's side read. Yeah, Saru says, I don't think Saru has played this a lot. I might have played it once or twice, but I don't think it matters. I think Tien probably has this on hold. But Tien making sure to say that this is a bungo map. I won't say the first word because then we might... But I'm excited to see. Saru isn't known for his hidden, so it's going to be quite difficult for him. But
right, this is not a map that I'd want to side read at least.
No, oh, for sure not. If you're in the groove, you might get a good combo, maybe low miscount, but accuracy is just not there. And we can see already that both players dropping accuracy and Saru are just dropping so much more. Kind of the same situation we saw earlier with TCC, except Saru actually finding a break this early.
Yeah, though it looks like he stabilized a little bit more. I would say erring a bit on the late side. The UR meter is cut off a little by his camera right now. But if he's able to get that centered, then he can start to begin to make a bit of a dent in this lead, but it's already 68,000 and climbing.
Funny word.
Yeah.
Tien looks so comfortable on this. I think he enjoys hidden streams. Streams in general he really likes, so I think this should be quite comfortable for him. We just have to see if he can pull off the FC.
And here we begin. Now it's very hard to tell just by looking at it, but the patterns are not simple. They force you to constantly change which hand is dominant, which hand is passive.
But addition of the finishers that just randomly comes in around, you really need to focus your reading and doesn't get tripped up by the ninja.
Yeah, they can just keep on going, they keep on going. We have another half of this. The patterns do not get any easier, and Tien is still comboing. Saru trying to find a lead, but he's not able to.
Yeah. Tien on route to get the #1 score on this. I believe we've only seen one FC on this, unless you FC this earlier.
No, I was nowhere close, and nowhere near this accuracy to 99.38 and climbing.
Now we have a few more streams until we get into the 1/6 section.
Yeah, this is a bit of a break, at least compared to the previous sections. But now it's going to begin with tech.
And now we're gonna have all eyes on Tien. His accuracy is just so good. We just have to see if he can keep the FC going.
Yeah. These are not only 1/6, but a step up from those two because they're kind of offhandy. They have a bit of a single quarter notes leading in to the ticks, and here we get to the very slow part, and there's a miss!
Tien unfortunately finding a break at the start of the lower section. This was en route to be the best score of the day, even maybe of the tournament.
This part's so tricky. You might notice those blue notes look a little bit more blurry. That's because they're actually two notes stacked upon each other. You have to hit them really close to each other, and Tien's able to read this perfectly.
Wow, wow, wow. What a score from Tien.
1 million on any map from this pool. Nothing to scoff at. That's incredible.
Oh, for sure. And he held all the way until the end. I mean, if you read that a little different, that might have been an FC. And he has... Yeah, we see on the Bohem score här from Defectum.
Yeah. The players talking about how bright the lights are. This is, I think, certainly something that's a bit of a surprise for anybody who's new to live events. This is kind of just a consequence of the fact that they have to be able to see our faces well in the crowd, and the only way to do that is to literally
blind the players,
present us with the sun.
That's really unfortunate. I don't know how bad that is for the other game modes, but when you have that little playing field on hidden, and as well it's so dark, any kind of light just makes it insanely hard to read.
Yeah. And oh my god, is that a Nomad 6 pick?
Seems like a Nomad 6 pick.
Wow. Okay, this is meant to be our skill cap map of the pool.
Zyro banking on that Defectum hasn't practiced as much. I know this is quite hard for both playstyles. I find this kind of very tricky. And Zyro just banking on that Tien is also finding this tricky.
Yeah, I predict this map is going to be a straight-up slaughterhouse for both players. It's going to be about who misses less rather than who's able to hold combo because the patterns are relentless. The snappings are rather tricky to deal with.
I think we're going to see Defect Tien. High miscount, low AC, whatever combo. And then Zyro's gonna be the opposite, high AC, high AC, like 100 count, and low miscount. Kind of how KDDK versus DDK normally goes.
Right.
And we're gonna see a quite, I think this might be quite close. I think this is a real good chance for Zyro to get a point on the board.
Yeah. Players practicing, they might already be playing. And here we go. The first is a little bit simple. It stays calm for about 20 to 30 seconds, and then you will know when the drop hits.
Yeah. And then it's just relentless. It's notes after notes after pressure, and it's like you will barely get any break at all.
Right. Mapped by the one and only Irone Osu. These kind of speed techie maps, trademark of theirs.
And I know Jongen our pooler is quite fond of this mapper, so that means that the maps are very good. And now we're starting into the first hard part.
All right, it's tied now. We'll see how long this lasts. And look at that. Look at the snap. It's immediate miss from Tien. Zyro's able to hold.
Zyro holding combo, hitting that mono. Oh my god, keeps going. A little miss there, but his lead is still quite massive.
Yeah. Accuracy is about even. Tien managing to maintain a combo, but as I say that, there goes the miss. Zyro holding it out.
Zyro hitting everything he needs. Oh my god, he's hitting the monos.
All right, the first break. And here we get mixes of bursts of 4 and 5. This is really tricky for full ult because you have to switch which hand is dominance.
Oh,
the doublets, not catching anybody.
Oh, nice there from Zyro. Oh my god, he's hitting. Oh my. Yeah, that's a break, but his score lead is still quite massive. Hits the mono.
Yeah.
He just keeps on going.
Keeps on going. They're both breaking at around the same time. The combos are dead even. The accuracies are dead even. But Zyro with the earlier lead. And as I say that, it swings all the way over to Tien.
a huge break from Cyro makes the lead go into Tien's favor, but it's still not over. We still have a quarter of the map left.
Oh, and they both effectively hit the last burst.
Yeah.
The remaining of the map, it's tricky, but it's consistent, and it's something that both players will be able to combo. This lead of Tien's might carry him all the way through, but Cyro does have the momentum. All depends on the ending.
Oh, Cyro single tapping. This is favorable for him, I think. Ooh, as I said, he finds a miss. The lead is just growing in Tien's favor. That's not what you want to see if you're a Cyro supporter. And another miss is just got to put icing on the cake. Tien just holding combo throughout the section, and that makes it go down. Cyro looking so incredibly strong throughout half this map, and then it was just one big break that took everything down.
Right, and huge props to Tien for sticking it through. He was comboing like some of like the really hard parts.
Cyro finding a PP here on stage. That's good for him. But I don't think. I think he knew he had a little bit more in him, and I think he could have won that.
Yeah, and Tien found his next pick. In the meantime, it is hidden one.
Tien hidden abusing Cyro. I mean, finding that hidden is the easiest option to find a win.
Yeah, and I think the hiddens for this pool rather unique. You usually see more conventional 1/4 patterning, like pretty expected rhythms, but Yongin, our head puller, begs to differ on that front.
Yeah, he does not like the normal hidden one. Usually consistency, maybe a little speed, maybe a little streams, maybe a little techie, I guess. Here it's just full swing. Full swing, difficult reading, high SV. And hidden 2, which is usually just perma-slow, incredible slow, maybe some different snappings and such. Here it's just up and down streams.
Yeah, swing is one of those skill sets that you kind of have to dedicate specific time to. Takes a long time to get into it just because it feels so different to have your hands like kind of gallop in exactly the right intervals. And here you're slapping hidden on that. You have to memorize these intervals that change in ways that you might not be expecting rhythmically.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think Cyro kind of have a head start on that front on the swing part because he's a bongo, so he would automatically be kind of doing the galloping part with your single tapping. But I know Tien is very comfortable on the swing, and that's why he picked it.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to see how it plays out right now. And yeah, immediate difference. Immediate act trap for both of them, but only Cyro with the miss. Yeah, and you'll see the snappings change between 1/3 and 1/4. Intervals frequently, and you have to snap these if you want to maintain some semblance of accuracy. And we could see this from actually both players. Cyro holding on pretty well, but unfortunately finds the miss there. It's going to be a 3% accuracy difference. In the meantime, he will be playing from behind.
Tien has been practicing this a lot. I know some of his favorite maps of all time, Honey Trap and Falling Down. If those who know, though they are really good, and he's been practicing a lot. So I'm not surprised of his score right here. It's so incredibly good.
Yeah. And here we get the first. I found these like very tricky to learn because the notes are moving at a pretty reasonable speed, but because of all the snapping changes, that's like more information that you have to put into your working memory.
Oh, for sure. And then you have to tap him perfect to get some sort of act as well. And if you get one off, you might get the whole chain off, and then your act is just gone.
Yeah. But both players navigating through the entire Ki, and in particular, Cyro was maintaining a good combo, an unfortunate miss right at the end. But the fact that he's able to like maintain these combos shows that it's not totally uncomfortable for him. It's just the fact that like Tien has
so much more hidden knowledge, and he's been playing this a lot, so it's like automatically it's kind of bad for Cyro because he's just experienced with swing. I just want to know that Tien is actually still on the FC through this map, and with pretty good accuracy. I would say this is pretty good accuracy.
I would agree with you 100%. 97.4. Potential to bring it all the way to 98. The end of the map. We'll have to see how it plays out. And that's a 100,000 point difference in this potentially penultimate map. And it is the ball is Tien's court. He finds a miss. This could be the start of something, but Cyro will need many more in order to make a comeback.
Yeah. Quite clean recovery here from Tien, like instantly recovering after a break, and now he just still keeps on going. Not dropping too much accuracy, maybe one here and there, but it looks quite strong for him. And this might be a good midnight. This might get over 900k. Oh, but that miss, that might not happen.
Another miss from Tien, and it is unfortunately traded by Cyro right afterwards.
Yeah.
I think this will seal the deal.
Luckily, the score like shrunk by like 20,000 in that period, so 940k on this kind of map is not bad. It's really, really good.
That's good right there. We can actually see there's a rather similar miscount. Cyro was able to read, but that accuracy difference ended up being the primary factor, and I think that does, in partial, come to a playstyle difference.
Yeah, for sure. And then the comfort also, you look at the combo. Tien had like 3 times, 5 times more combo.
Oh, and this was a sight read for Cyro.
Oh. Yeah, no, this could have gone better for him if he played it a few times.
Yeah, for sure. But Cyro does have the pick. He has an opportunity to make a difference. So we'll have to see what he chooses. Is there anything that he's comfortable with? And this is kind of a hard ask, especially for a pool that's this hard.
Great question.
You can see
Hard Rock 2, I would say probably, but I think he knows Defectum score on that, so...
Do you know Defectum score on that?
I know. I don't know the score, but I know how good he is on the skill set.
Yeah, that is not a map that I would want to sight read because like if it's like fast 200, that means that the notes are like moving faster than like what you're like supposed to expect for this kind of difficulty, and just like reacting to that on the stage, down 4 to nothing.
Yeah, I don't think he's sight reading Hard Rock 2 though. I'm pretty sure since he likes Hard Rock, I think he has played this once or twice, and even then, I think he can read this sight read. I think his Hard Rock reading is that good. But we're gonna see a Frima 2 instead.
Frima 2, Nasu is not Fruits. I hope we shall all understand this by the end of this map. It is a banger. It is mapped by HC. Great mapper.
Great mapper. Tien, go ahead and Hard Rock. I don't think he heard me. He heard me.
Oh,
This is incredible.
he heard you, or maybe this is just the way that he plays.
True. I mean, he is very, very good on the hitting Hard Rock.
I couldn't imagine doing it on this map. We'll see for ourselves like what that looks like.
Well, I did earlier. I got like
Did
600.
you practice HDHR?
No. I was sight reading. No. I mean, it's quite nice to read. I think his reading capabilities is there. I think the tapping is the harder part.
Oh wait, no shots. No shot. It's a duel match.
No, I don't. No.
He says Aura Farm.
no.
It's possible. It's possible. I think we both want to see it, even though we won't be seeing the notes.
Have to see. I think Tien's definitely playing hidden hard rock, but Cyro, is Cyro trolling or is he actually capable of playing hidden hard rock? I don't know.
We'll have to see. And yeah, as for the map itself, I'd say that FM2 is gonna play a bit like the HG1 that we just saw, except the notes are gonna be a lot faster depending on.
Yeah. I would say maybe a slower Nomad 6.
Slower Nomad 6. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, kind of like how you play it at least. You would kind of play it like speed tech and architech normal.
Yeah.
Now we have the players moving in. We're seeing a double hard rock.
Double
actually.
hard rock. Okay. Yeah, and that makes sense because these snappings are so hard to read on hidden.
No, for sure. As a player who played this with hidden, I think this was quite difficult with hidden, but it's not impossible. It's quite easy to read. Tien actually finding a break on a finisher there, and Cyro having a little lead. You've seen a few leads here from Cyro throughout this match, but he wasn't able to hold it on, and as we see there, he wasn't able to hold it on the monos.
Monos being the primary weakness of BBKK players.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Tien actually recovering quite well here from the early miss. 98.6 on this free mode 2.
With Hard Rock, this is an overall difficulty of I think 10 by this point, right?
9.8.
9.8 maybe.
I'm not entirely sure.
Or actually, no. I think it's below 9, but still, like, so hard. And that's finally a miss from Tien.
Yeah, I mean, even still, with if it's 9 or not 9, The snappings are so different all the time that the accuracy requirement just gets a lot higher by default.
Yeah. Both players able to nail those KKDD rolls into the finishers.
As a DDKK player, it should be quite easy for him, and he should be able to read it, but Actem is another question.
And they're just so fast.
Yeah. I mean, considering Cyrus on 94 accuracy and dropping, it doesn't seem like he's the most comfortable on this. Might be another side read.
Yeah, and these slow monos gonna catch up again. This is a step up from like the conventional patterning because they're changing the rhythms and you have to kind of count all of that out.
Yeah. And Tien's on a good way here to get the 5-0 sweep, but he just needs to hold on for a third left, third more. And anything can happen. I mean, Tien can get a massive note block and give Saro the edge, but as it stands right now, 100,000 is a lot of score to get back. Especially the way Tien is playing. I don't.
Dude, I can't see any 100s from the screen. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Slider velocity getting really fast right now. He's gonna catch any players off guard. Not Tien. Oh, as I say, that's
another drop, but it doesn't matter. It's still over 110,000. This is the hard part for full ult. I think this is you kind of need to go fast and slow, while bongo players kind of just do whatever. And we see a bongo player do whatever. His accuracy kind of dropped a lot, but it wouldn't change anything. The score that is still up in the 110s.
It's Tien who holds through, and we are at the outro, and I believe this match is set. Let's go through the last notes. And we see it 939,000 to 821. The winner of the game and the match is Tien.
Really good job here from Tien. Tien actually had a few scores that could have rivaled the best players in the tournament.
Absolutely.
So really good job. And now he has another chance of doing exactly that when he's playing Poached tomorrow over the Hedge 2015, as he did last year.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a tough match. If I was Bosch, I don't think I'd be exactly the most comfortable after witnessing this performance. And as always, let's give a big hand to Syro, who put up really great scores.
Yeah, no, I think he kind of didn't practice. He played a game called Mahjong a little bit too much. I wouldn't know anything about playing a lot of Mahjong. I've never played Mahjong in my life, actually.
Have you never?
I've never played Mahjong, trust guys.
It seems to be the reason that half your country came to this event.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
But yeah, if you say he's only been playing for a year and a half, that's ridiculous to be able to like play this well at like this hard of a pool.
Yeah. I think Syro has more to show as well. I think this isn't his greatest performance. I think he's kind of upset by the gimmick pick in general, and then of course Tien banning it. But if there was more of his skill sets, I think he would have shined much more. We're gonna see that. I mean, his improvement has just been massive the last couple of months, and we're gonna see more of that throughout the next couple of months. And I'm really excited to see where he goes.
Yeah, absolutely. Future of Norway looking good.
Yeah, I think Norway, the new gen Norway, all the new gen Norwegians have been knocked out today by the old gen, but I wouldn't say that it wasn't without the fight. I think everyone has their strong suits of the new gen, and I think Norway is going to shine in the next couple of years.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. We might even see it at subsequent COEs. Only time will tell. I think that's all from us right now. We have one more tackle match for you, and it will be Yoji versus Cheese Stingy. So stay tuned for that.
I will be in 15 minutes. So nice. We'll see you then.
All right, signing out.